I'm going to be creating a team full of second overall picks from the NHL draft, and we are going to see if they can rise to the occasion and potentially have a case to go number 1 overall if they come together and win a Stanley Cup. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. This team was not looking good until I got to the Florida Panthers. Not only Sasha Barkov was a second overall pick, but also Sam Reinhart. So a 96, a 93 overall. Andrei Svechnikov will be on that first line with them. We got Gino alongside Eichel and Quinton Byfield. That's not even a bad top 6. Not only is it very serviceable, it is very, very good. Then we got Laine Sagan, Gabriel Landeskog on the third line, JVR Stahl, and Capo Caco will round out our forward core. Defensively, Hedman and Doughty are a top line D pair who have both won Stanley Cups and multiple. Levshunov's a little bit young, as well as Simone Nemec, but they have time to grow. And then we got Leo Carlson and Matty Beniers having to play D. As if we go back far enough, second overall defensemen really don't happen in the NHL too often. So we're going to see the defensive display that not only Matty Beniers, but also Leo Carlson will have to put on. And I gave them mid goaltenders. Well, I'm going to be honest, pretty shit goalies. In Joseph Wall at an 84 overall, and then Alexander Forgiev, so they're not overpowered. But again, if we struggle, we don't make the playoffs, I could potentially give them better goalies to help them out a little bit if it comes to that. But right now, this is the roster that we are putting out on the ice. This roster will be given 3 full seasons to get it done and win a Stanley Cup. If you see one of your favorite players on this roster, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. We go live pretty much every single day. If you don't do it, I will find you in your sleep. The Boston Alcoholics at the end of the season are actually going to finish with a good record, 51, 24, and 7, 109 points at the top of our division, which is the Pacific, and only Tampa Bay was better in the entire league. They only had 3 more wins than us. We got Dallas up here. Florida had a hell of a season. Buffalo won 47 games in the NHL. Absolutely absurd. We got Washington with 46, Winnipeg up there, but the Boston Alcoholics, they have an opportunity. They have a shot to win a cup. Sam Reinhart's going to lead our team in scoring. He had 99 points on the year, also the most goals at 33. Sasha Barkov at 32 and 99. Eichel with 78. Gino producing at age, 38? You got Andrei Svechnikov, who got knocked out by Ovi, having a 30-goal season. Tyler Seguin, honestly, was pretty good. 20 goals, 52 points. Honestly, the only issue is the $9.85 million cap hit. That is absurd. Who the hell willingly handed over this kind of money to Tyler Seguin? I understand he had a lot of prospect and promise when he was younger, but goddamn did it not pan out. Nikita Kucherov's going to lead the NHL in scoring. He had 126 points. Braden Point was up there. Mitch Marner had 108, the newest Detroit Red Wing. I mean, be honest. Put it in the comments below. Where do you think Mitch Marner is headed to in the offseason? I would be absolutely shocked if he comes back to Toronto. Pasta had 106. Matthews was up there. Leon 99. Sam Reinhart chipping in on the goal side. It would be none other than Pasta with 66. Hooch had 61. Kaprizov 54. Matthews 52. Leon 51. Vasilevsky, he's going to have the most wins at 44 by any goalie, and it will be a 3-way tie for shutouts between John Gibson, Jake Ottinger, and Logan Thompson, all having 6. And then in round number 1, we get the LA Kings, so a team that has not made it out of the first round since 2014, since the last time they won the Stanley Cup. We should be able to deal with them in round 1 and potentially get it all done in the first season and go home happy. So far, so good in round number 1, as we are up 3-2 over the LA Kings, trying to close out this series in LA. First period, a 5-0 beating. How does the LA Kings come out this flat? Svechnikov, Sagan, Malkin, Simone Nemec, Svechnikov, second period, it's 6-1, and the Boston Alcoholics absolutely dominated. They are off to round number 2. We now get a tougher matchup in the Vegas Golden Knights. Low-key, we're kind of like the Edmonton Oilers right now. If we end up playing the Dallas Stars at round number 3, that would be the exact same matchups in the Western Conference as the Oilers in real life, so I'm praying for that. Just like Edmonton did in real life, the Boston Alcoholics are up 3-1 heading into a game number 5 on home ice, and they got a 4-1 lead entering the third, so things are looking... Wait a minute, Victor Olofsson on Joseph Wall makes it a 2. No, Joseph Wall is choking. Leo Carlson thankfully settles everything down with a goal on Aiden Hill. It's back to a 2-goal game. Can we eliminate the LTIR cheaters in 5 games of the second round? 1:07 left to go in the third period. We're holding on to a 1-goal lead now, as Joseph Wall has not had the best third at all, allowing 3 goals so far. We had a 4-1 lead, then a 5-2 lead, and all of a sudden, it is back to a 1-goal affair. Byfield finding Eichel to Gino. Gino score, baby! A ho-ho hat trick by Evgeny Malkin. and that should seal the deal as we are off to the conference finals. Well, unfortunately, it will not be the Dallas Stars. Instead, it's going to be Minnesota, and in the Eastern Conference, if you take a look, we got Tampa Bay versus the Washington Capitals. Hopefully, it's going to be a good series. I mean, Minnesota, I don't really find that threatening. They're literally the kings of the first round, basically Toronto of the Western Conference. We got a 3-1 series lead, 11-4 so far in the postseason, heading into a very pivotal game number 5. Can we get the job done? First period, 4-1 lead. Dear God, our offense is insane. Malkin, JVR, Byfield, Malkin again. He's got multi-goals. Oh my God, Joseph Wall, can you shut the door? This is back-to-back game 5s where he has to make it go down to the wire. It gets real hairy up in here. Mom's, oh my God, Mom's spaghetti, palms are sweaty, and Kirill Kaprizov is ready. It is back to a tie game, 5 minutes to go here, late stages of the third period. We got a 4-4 tie. Are we going to head? No, we are not! 45 seconds to go. I don't even know who scored the goal. I just tried to hop in as quickly as possible as the Boston Alcoholics are 50 seconds away from going to the Stanley Cup Finals in year number 1. So we got to lock it down. We got to be aggressive. We got to have some composure. Oh, no, Jakub Trenin. No! Come on. His first goal of the postseason will tie things up here in the third period. What on earth? We got ourselves a 5-5 game here in Boston again in game 5, trying to close the series out, and now we got to score yet again. Sam Reinhart entering the zone, back to Hedman. Hedman to Barkov. Nice save there by Gustafsson. 34 seconds to go in regulation. Sasha Barkov wins the draw like the pro he is. Svechnikov trying to spin. Reinhart on the backhand. Nice save by Gustafsson again. Boston's been all over the Minnesota Wild. The Wild season is on the line here. Get in there. Where's our forecheck, dude? I hate this EA Sports. You pretty much program every single team to sit back and trap it up. Reinhart into the zone. Sam Reinhart gets stripped like a hooker. Here comes Kaprizov the other way. Deking to the outside. Kaprizov turns it over. One final rush. Here we go. Turn on the jet. Svechnikov. 5 seconds. Andrei Svechnikov losing it. Barkov there. Hedman. No. Reinhart can't get a handle on it. As we are headed to overtime here in game number 5. A potential cup final berth is on the horizon for Boston if they can get it done. But they already blew a 1-goal lead. I mean, I don't feel safe at all with Joseph Wall between the pipes. I can't even lie. Nice shot there by, who was that, Reinhart? Brodin the other way, skating down from Minnesota. They're trying to get their own offense of themselves. They're going behind the net. Zuccarello. Zook back. Brodin shot. Nice save there by Wall. Finally, the man has made a goddamn save. Zuccarello down low. That's a dead-ass turnover. That's a pizza you put behind the net, buddy. 16:30 left to go as Kirill enters the zone. Kaprizov deking to the middle, shooting, but it's going to go a little bit wide. Reinhardt's back for a nice pass over to Hedman. Delayed penalty. Here we go. We're about to head to the power play. Barkov into the zone. Sasha. Barkov firing. What a save by Gustafsson as we are going to go to the PP. The GOAT, Alexei Protas, did have the lead in hits before one of our players did surpass him. But we got to lock in here. We got 40 shots on net, 5 goals. And the game winner about to come right now. Gino, Sagan, shooting, rebound. Where is it at? Put it in, dude. What are you waiting for? Andrei Svechnikov could not bury. Do we have power play? No, we do have power play number 2 out there right now. What are we doing? Back to Gino, over Sagan, down low to Byfield, spinning, trying to fire that puck on net. A little bit of a cluster in front of the Minnesota Wild goal right now. Hedman comes in and says, give me that puck, buddy, but it is going to be cleared down the length of the ice. Dude was like a cookie monster going after the puck there. Hedman. Hedman's that puck up to Byfield. We are back to even strength. Byfield losing it, but we pick it up. Malkin over Svechnikov. What a save. Gustafsson had no stamina. All right, another offensive zone draw. We got Kakko out there with God knows who. I think that's JVR in the Big 25. Levshunov. Back to Simone Nemec. Kakko firing that puck a little bit wide. We don't got our big dogs out there right now. And we got full pressure, which means Minnesota's just going to skate that puck out so easily. So effortlessly. Oh, why are the Boston Alcoholics going for a change right now? Nemec, Hedman, that puck, Levshunov. Oh no, Levshunov. Eriksson over Gustav Nyquist. Nice save by Wall. It's almost getting jammed behind him, but he's going to cover it up. 8:40 left to go here in overtime. Sam Reinhart leading the rush. Deking. He's going to fire to the middle of Barkov. Step up on that defenseman. What are you doing? That is a loose puck, dude. Come on. Simone Nemec, I know you're a young player, buddy, but you got to make that read. Hartman trying to center it out in front to the slot. Ryan Hartman again. It's going to go off his stick. Here comes Boston the other way. 6:20 left to go. Reinhart is dead. He's about to take a goddamn heart attack, so he just wires one on net. Svechnikov in the corner. Svech finding Carlson. Shot. Easy save. Another shot. Reinhart spinning. Another save by Gustafsson. standing on his head for the Minnesota Wild. He's allowed 5 goals, but man, we have shot 44 times on him, and we cannot beat him right now here in overtime in a must-win game to send us to the Stanley Cup Finals. Quinton Byfield entering the zone. Byfield wiring it up, and Quinton Byfield, second of the night, will do it. The Boston Alcoholics are off to the Cup Finals in year number 1. And now in the Stanley Cup Finals, we are going to play the Tampa Bay Lightning, so definitely our toughest test to date, but this Boston team, man, has been nothing short of dominant. 6 games in round 1, 5 in round 2 and 3. I'm praying for a sweep here in the Cup Finals. Let's see how the Cup Finals go. I mean, we have been simulating very, very well. We got dominated in Game 2, 7-2. Luckily, we got a split in the first 2 games. Lose Game 3 on home ice, which is not great. We got to win Game 4. Come on, Boston. Yes, sir, in overtime. It is now a very pivotal Game 5. This is a swing game in the series. Whoever goes up 3-2 will have the Stanley. Oh, my God. Come on, Boston. We're getting shut out, getting dominated 4-0 right now. Joseph Wall has become absolute Swiss cheese. I'm honestly debating putting in Alexander Forgiev, as that's not really saying that much. We're getting totally smacked here in game number 5, 6-0, and now we are facing elimination in our barn with the Stanley Cup there, not even for us. A must-win hockey game for the Boston Alcoholics. We're tied 2-2 after 1. Svechnikov and Matty Beniers, second period, still a 2-2 tie. I'm not feeling that confident. I honestly feel like the Lightning might end up taking the lead, although we do that with Sasha Barkov. Thank you very much. Shots are 24-20. Tampa Bay slightly outshooting us. We got a 1-goal lead, but I'm not relying on Joseph Wall to not allow a single goal the remainder of the way. And for the Boston Alcoholics to send this series to 7 back in Tampa Bay in a winner-take-all scenario. Just give me a close game. First period, 1-0 lead for the Lightning. Brandon Hagel on Joseph Wall. Second period, oh no, we are down by 2. Reinhart gets us on the board. While Braden Point and Nikita Kucherov, they step up in a Game 7. They're getting outshot 28-19. Come on, Boston. We got to unlock our inner, whatever the hell you want to call it. Dig the hell in. Sam Reinhart makes it a 1-goal game. Andrei Vasilevsky is quaking in his boots right now. 4 minutes remaining. Come on, Boston. Somebody tie the goddamn game up. Shorten the bench. You're goddamn right I'm going to. 2:25 left to go. We're only down by 1. We got to go all out, man. There has to be a forecheck. There is literally no time to waste right now. Jack Eichel over to Nemec. Moves up to Victor Hedman. We got line 1 out there right now. Hedman entering the zone, finding Eichel in the middle. Byfield, what a save by Vasilevsky. He's a 94 overall for a goddamn reason. No, it goes down the length of the ice. We got 50 seconds to go here in the third period of Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. The Stanley Cup will be presented tonight. Eichel, shot. Oh my God, Eichel, you gotta snipe that dude. Back to the point again. Over, Nemec, finding Gino. Somebody gotta shoot that puck. Simone Nemec, nice save by Vasilevsky. 35 seconds to go. I don't believe it, dude. Barkov wins the draw. Doughty, over, Svechnikov, firing at his Hedman. Nice block by Jake Gensel. Get in there, Reinhart. Where's our forecheck? There's only 25 seconds to go. Come on, Boston. This is the exact reason I did not pull my goalie. You can't pull him. Otherwise, it's going to be an easy goal for the computers to just walk in because they're not going to go after them. Hedman the other way. Victor Hedman entering the zone. Wires one on Vasilevsky. We need more shots. We need another one. Come on. Oh my God. 9 seconds to go. Reinhart back to Barkov. Barkov firing it. He can't get the shot on net. And unfortunately, the Tampa Bay Lightning, they're going to go all the way and win the Stanley Cup. In a Game 7 winner-take-all, they get it done. They outplay the Boston Alcoholics. And we pretty much got to go back to the drawing board for year number 2. Evgeny Malkin at age 39 was our best player in the playoffs. The dude had 15 goals and 31 points. Eichel had 31 also. Reinhart was good. Barkov, Byfield basically carried us most of the way. And Joseph Wall, like, dude, you got to be a whole lot better if we want to win a cup. Well, here we go in year number 2. I mean, I'm going to be surprised to see if anything's different. I don't know how closer you can get to a Stanley Cup without winning it. We literally lost in Game 7 by a goal, just like the Edmonton Oilers. Another good regular season by Boston. 48-25-9 was our record with 105 points. First in our division, second in the league yet again. But I guess the league was a lot more even this season as only one team won 50 games. Or, psych, never mind. It was actually 2 teams as the Toronto Maple Leafs won 50 games, but yet They ended up finishing 4th in the entire league. Eichel's going to be our best offensive player. Offense really was not there this year, leading with 77. Barkov had 76. So we got a lot of guys in the 70s, but no really point per game player on this squad. And we do not have a Vezina caliber goalie. We got Joseph Wall at a 904 with 4 shutouts. Nikita Kucherov's going to lead in scoring yet again, this time with 111 points. And on the goal side, it will go to Kirill Kaprizov, who had 57. Goalies, Vasilevsky and Shesterkin tying in wins with 42. And the most shutouts in the league would be yet again a two-way tie, Stolars and Jordan Binnington. As we start out our year number 2 playoff run against the St. Louis Blues, we made it all the way to the Cup final last year. We got to do it again. Game number 5 of round 1 is yet again an elimination game for our opposition, as we're up 3-1 in the series, and we end up beating them in a gentleman's sweep. After a 4-2 victory in St. Louis, JVR got one on the board. We got Barkov scoring, Svechnikov, Tyler Seguin chipped in also. Probably the best team we've played so far in this video. The Edmonton Oilers in the second round is a nightmare matchup as we try somehow to get by them. Although the squad that we have is very, very good. We got a 3-2 series lead heading into game number 6 in Alberta. Can we close out the series, or are we going to have to go to 7 back in Boston? First period, 2-0 lead, Nuge and McDavid. Second period, we cut it in half thanks to Patty Laine. And now all of a sudden, it is a hockey game where we got to score and we don't got to rely on Wall to stop and basically save us for the third period. And there we go. We got Trent Frederick sniping it, and then Evan Bouchard will respond. We are going to have a game 7. Game 7 of round number 2. We're down by 1 after the first period. We got Jeff Skinner scoring playoff goals in 2025. Second period, down by a pair. It's not looking great. Unless Stuart Skinner absolutely shits the bed. Hold up a minute. Levshunov's going to score on Skinner. It's back to a 1-goal game. We're halfway through this third period. Come on, Boston. We made it all the way to the Cup final last year. This season, it can't be a second round exit. 4 minutes to go in the third. And the Edmonton Oilers will hold on as we are done in 2. Last year was just an utter total miss by this squad. You had one game you had to win at the final end of the season, and you couldn't goddamn do it. The Capitals would eventually go on and win the Stanley Cup. Edmonton did make it to the finals. They went to a game 7 again themselves and lost. So that is, I guess, good news for us. Not really, though. As now we got to go into year number 3 in a do-or-die season, and we have to get it done. Sam Reinhart led our squad in scoring. The dude only had 1 goal, though. That's the issue. 14 points in 12 games. Barkov had 11. Malkin with 10. Mangino's actually been producing. 5 goals also. Svechnikov had 8. And for Joseph Wall, I mean, an 896, 302 GAA. It's not going to cut it. For the third and final season, Boston, again, great regular season team. 52 wins, 26 regulation losses, 4 in overtime for 108 points. We were, again, the second best team in the league for the 3rd season in a row. We got Barkov absolutely having a great year. 42 goals, 103 points. Reinhardt had 1 hundo. Eichel with 81. So our offense was definitely a lot better this season compared to prior years. And Joseph Wall also had his best season at 40 wins, 7 shutouts with a .913 save percentage. David Pasternak's going to lead the NHL in scoring with 107 points on the goal side. It would also be him, so he's probably going to take home all the major individual awards as he was utterly dominant. McKinnon was great. Leon was up there. Matthews, McDavid, and Kucherov all produced during the regular season. Goaltending-wise, Connor Hellebuyck's going to lead in wins with 43, and on the shutout, it would be none other than Karel Vejmelka on the Utah Mammoth, who had 9. The third and final playoff run is here. We got Minnesota in the first round, potentially LA or Edmonton in round number 2. It's going to be tough, but I believe we can do so. I'll be real, I don't really fear the Minnesota Wild whatsoever here in the first round. We should be able to get done with them in a gentleman's sweep like we usually do, but although it's becoming a very tough series as they put us on the brink of elimination in a game number 6 in mini. First period, 1-0 lead for the Wild. We got Merle scoring on Joseph Wall. Second period, we respond with 2, Kakko and Jack Eichel, and now in the third, we gotta hold on. Not a situation that we've been good in the past with a lead, but Quinton Byfield gives us that insurance marker we desperately needed. With 12 minutes to go, the Boston Alcoholics, they are going to force a Game 7 after winning 4-1. Game 7s, I don't believe we've won a single one yet in the video, so I'm a little bit worried. 3-1 lead after 1, though, definitely helps out my anxiety. We got Hedman, Reinhardt, and Nemec. And entering the third period, nothing has changed. Never mind, it has changed. Brock Faber's going to absolutely snipe one on Joseph Wall. Great. From the goddamn wall. What are we doing, Boston? We got a 1-goal lead with 11 minutes to go in a game 7 in the very first round. We played in much higher pressure games than this. We got to get it done. 5 minutes to go. 4 minutes. Can we hold on? No way. Eriksson Ek with 3:05 left to go. A complete and utter hack job by the Boston Alcoholics. Mixing a water, bud. We've had too many to drink. It's not going well. We could have been done with this series. We could have been moved on, but now in a Game 7 on home ice, all eyes are on us. Oh no, bro, Dean, thank God Wall made that save. I'm not going to play any of that pussy trap style of hockey right now. We're going for it in overtime. We're playing real big boy hockey. Svechnikov, you got to step, buddy. Go. Turn on the Jets. Andrei Svechnikov shooting from the far side. Basically the Rockstar zone. Where is our forecheck? Reinhardt, are you blind? Are you Helen Keller out there, dude? Like, what are you doing? Wake the fuck up. Oh no, Kaprizov the other way. Kirill Kaprizov ends our season in 7. We had the lead with 3 minutes to go, and we absolutely bottled it. Colorado would eventually go on, win the Stanley Cup, and beat the Toronto Maple Leafs in 6 games in the final, so there would be a riot in the streets of Toronto. Individually, I mean, we didn't have much of a playoff run. Barkov was great, though. 4 goals, 8 points, was a -7. I mean, Reinhardt was a -8. That first line really just did not work. For Joseph Wall, again, just failed to give us competent goaltending to actually go on another deep run. It is going to be a clean sweep for past on all the awards besides the Hart Trophy. That will go to Sam Reinhart. Cale Makar is going to win the Norris. McKinnon the Conn Smythe. Mers Lincoln somehow the Vezina. And Sasha Barkov the Selke. Well, that is going to do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. I would like to say thank you all for watching, and until next time, don't be silly. Wrap your willy.